Hi everyone, it's Nena, Foxy Mama 365, back again with what in the world is going on. So a couple of hours ago, not a couple, a few hours ago actually, Michael Cohen, who is Donald Trump's personal lawyer, actually his fixer, our own real Ray Donovan. I don't know if you guys watch Ray Donovan, but Ray Donovan is a show, I think it's on HBO, and he is this gentleman that is a fixer. He literally fixes a lot of stuff for high profile celebrities, politicians, and all of that. So whatever they need, he's there for them. So pretty much Michael Cohen was today in at the committee, the House Oversight Committee in the US, and he's pretty much talking and literally singing like a bird. And we're here for that tea. Pretty much he's saying he's scared for his life. He's no longer willing to take a bullet for Donald Trump. Yeah. And he's scared for his life because Donald Trump has sent a couple of tweets out to him, calling him a rat. And being a rat is like literally being like the lowest of the low because he's speaking and no longer willing to take a bullet for Donald Trump. And I know if you know the rats in New York, they are as huge as cats. So yeah, this rat is huge. And pretty much he's called Donald Trump a racist, a con artist, and a cheat. Take that. So pretty much he's really not happy. He's going to jail in a couple of months' time in May. He was originally meant to go to jail in March actually, but I think some health issues came up and he had to be deferred. Rich people problems. Anyways, he's going to jail in a couple of months and he had to come before the House Oversight Committee to kind of, he's like, look, I want to come and testify and I'm tired of all this. My life is in danger. Donald Trump is like literally putting a hit, allegedly, not putting a hit out there, but you know, when he sends a tweet out, he has about 60 million followers, so literally anything can happen. So he's so scared for his life that literally he doesn't go out like that with his wife or his children, that if he goes, somebody has to walk in front or they have to walk behind him. So he's like, no, he's done. So pretty much what has happened is today he has accused Donald Trump of quite a lot of stuff actually, of you know, giving out hush monies to which was being paid to Stormy Daniels, who was the lady that Donald Trump allegedly had an affair with. Now, if you don't know or you don't remember, Donald Trump had said he didn't know anything about this money, but today Michael Cohen was in court with receipts. Oh yeah. He came with a check that Donald Trump himself paid to him for $35,000, which is 35, literally, what, 350, $35,000 any which ways. And Donald Trump actually signed off on this check himself. There have been previous checks that was meant to go, I think, in 11 or 12 installments. And two others were actually also signed by Donald Trump Jr. And I think the guy's name is Alan Rosenberg, who is Donald Trump's financial handler. So he brought this evidence into court today, or not to court, into the committee, and he showed everybody. So, but all the while Donald Trump was asked, and he said he had no knowledge of these payments, that literally they should go back and ask Michael Cohen what he was talking about. So he's also said that Donald Trump also knew about some Russian deal. Donald Trump was trying to get some buildings done, I think a hotel or some buildings in Russia, but it ended up not working out. He also accused him of tax and insurance fraud. He also accused him of tax evasion, and also I think Donald Trump Foundation also doing some mishandling of money. So it's all a big mess. I'm going to try to break it down as best I can. But he started off by reading out his own comments of what had happened and what had transpired. And he literally broke it down. So if we were in doubt or we were like, okay, we had heard bits and pieces here and there, this was it actually coming out from the horse's mouth. So we're like, oh my gosh. So he also said stuff about black nations that were run by black people, saying that Donald Trump is really a racist. Apparently he had said, oh, obviously he had called African countries shitholes. I mean, so it wasn't really a surprise to me that he really thought that, oh, black people would never vote for him, and because of that we were stupid, or whatever, they were stupid, and all the black nations, all the countries that were run by black people were not doing well. So pretty much he had been putting down black people. So it now kind of seemed like maybe truly Donald Trump is racist. I don't know, guys. What do you think? Nothing new there. Well, moving right along. Oh, he also said that with regards to the, what's it called again? WikiLeaks, that Donald Trump actually knew about it before it was released, and Roger Stone is also going to be might be going down for this. Roger Stone is Donald Trump's friend, so he said he allegedly heard a conversation between Roger Stone and Donald Trump speaking and saying, hey, WikiLeaks is going to drop some information about Hillary Clinton's emails. So it's really all really a big mess, at what point does it stop, Anyway, he's headed for prison. I think he'll be gone for, I think, 3 years. So he's really done with all the charade. He also mentioned something about a love child being out there. He mentioned something like what is called catch and kill. Now, catch and kill is when someone comes up with a story and they go to a media outlet and say, hey, we have this story on someone. So before the story is published, they buy the rights to the story. So which was exactly what happened with regards to Stormy Daniels and the other lady. So that's what they call catch and kill. There was apparently another catch and kill about Donald Trump having possibly having a love child, but he said that wasn't true. But they paid $16,000 to kill that story. So I'm wondering, why would they pay $16,000 if that story isn't there? I don't know. Also, there was another catch and kill where it was alleged that in an elevator, Donald Trump allegedly assaulted his wife, Melania Trump, but he also said that didn't happen, and he also didn't believe Donald Trump to be a physically abusive person. But again, they were looking for that tape. So whoever knows if that will ever come out. It's just kind of sad. But the issue right here is now, initially Donald Trump might have been worried about Mueller's case coming up, which hopefully will be wrapped up soon. Mueller has been wrapping up a case, but this is more with regards to the Russian collusion, and so far we're still waiting for that to be brought up. But more importantly, the Southern District of New York is now also investigating this whole case. Now, Mueller's scope is literally only focusing on Russia and possible collusion. If the Southern District of New York is investigating, they can go many years back, and they can go into literally anything. They can go into insurance fraud, they can go to tax evasion, they can literally, it's just a mess. They can also do bank fraud. So I believe that Donald Trump at this point really should, I don't know, it's just a mess. The only thing is, the people are saying that, well, the Republicans are obviously sticking to the fact that, oh, it's all a witch hunt. The Democrats are trying to get to the bottom of the story. So depending on what side of the aisle you are, you might think, oh, they're just going after the president just because he won. I don't know. It's all a mess. Anyways, we'll be watching what goes on in the world. Moving right along. Guys, last week I got a tip. Well, it came out that Khloe Kardashian had broken up with Tristan. I didn't care, honestly. Why didn't I care? Because I was like, girl, you were the only one in that relationship with him. We had checked out a long time ago. Yeah, by we the people had checked out of that relationship a long time ago. So when it came out that she had actually broken up with him, I wasn't surprised. And it kept on coming up until I found out, oh, it was Jordyn Wood. Now, Jordyn Wood is Kylie Jenner's best friend. Kylie Jenner is Khloe's sister, Khloe Kardashian. Now, Jordyn Wood actually lives in the same house. Well, she used to live in the same house with Kylie Jenner up until this news broke. Are you guys buying it? I'm not. Not me. First of all, I didn't really care. One. Secondly, I'm thinking, okay, this news was broken by Jason Lee, who is from Hollywood Unlocked. Now, I'm thinking to myself, so literally he went on Instagram. I'm going to put the link down below. He went on Instagram and he was like, yeah, he got some tea, and that, yeah, he just found out because one of his guys was at a house party with Tristan, and all of a sudden, as the party started progressing, when Jordyn Woods came in, they were like, okay, everybody handing your phones, and suddenly they saw Jordyn and Tristan making out, and the story is like they didn't really see anything beyond them making out, so they can't tell if anything really happened, but that she left at 7 o'clock in the morning. Where are the receipts? I need to see the receipts. I'm saying this only because I remember the first time Tristan was caught cheating, and I think this was broken by TMZ. There were actual videos of him making out with two girls where he was motorboarding one of the girls, you know, and there were actually videos of a girl going in and coming out with him. You can't miss Tristan. He's a very tall guy. I think he's almost 7 foot, so you can't miss him. So I'm thinking to myself, where are the receipts? Okay, they said their phones were taken away, fair enough, but everybody keeps on saying, oh, they didn't see them go into a room, that they were just making out. And I'm thinking, okay, fair enough, there were no receipts, you didn't have your phones, okay, cool. But you guys saw her coming out at 7 o'clock in the morning. That means that at that time, you guys must have gotten your phones. Where are those receipts? No receipts? I'm not falling for it. My second, why I don't believe this story also is, in the last season of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, they were doing about 1 million, 1.4 million viewership. This was their 14th season, and it's on E. And I just looked at it and I'm like, no, I think at a point people were thinking that this show should literally go off air because people are not really watching. This is, I'm comparing to when Kim got married to Chris Humphries, and on that day alone, on that week alone, they had about 10.5 million viewers, you know. So I know that, yeah, they're holding, I mean, 1 million an episode is not bad, don't get me wrong, but coming from where they used to be, which was like maybe 5, 4, you know, so steadily, you know, so such that last season I didn't really watch it myself. I'm like, okay, I caught here and there when Khloe had a baby, but I really had lost a lot of interest in the show. So I believe that they would do anything to, you know, keep us watching and get viewership and get people to, like, you know, get back into the show. Good luck to them. And what is also going on is, like they say, the devil works hard, but Kris Jenner works harder. So I wouldn't be surprised if this is just a storyline to keep us watching. And being that Jordyn Wood is a young girl, she might not understand the implications of what is going on. At the moment, we have people riding and dying for her, saying, oh, like, I think Jada Pinkett just came out and had a show with her, and they're trying to stop that. Apparently, Kris has put some lawyers to say, no, that is a breach of Jordyn Wood's non-disclosure agreement, NDA. But it's going to be airing, apparently. Jada is like, no, I'm not going to be whatever. I think this girl is being bullied because Kim has over 100 million. Kim, Khloe, and her best friend, what's her name, Malika, have been very vocal about it. And I'm also wondering, why are they only attacking the girl? At no point are they calling Tristan out. I mean, Tristan ain't shit. We know that. But at the same time, it takes two to tango. Assuming this story is real. But I'm like, I'm not buying it. I know Jason says, oh, he had to reach out to Lala. No, not Lala. He had to reach out to Scottie Pippen's wife. What's her name? Lassa Pippen. To get rich to Kim, and Kim didn't believe it. But in my mind, I'm thinking, I'm almost certain Jason has said to us that he has actually met with Kris Kardashian in her house. So I'm thinking that I think Jason definitely would have had a line to Kris before he would have come up on Instagram to say that, oh, this is what is going on. I don't know. I'm not buying it. But if that is the story they want to put out, okay, we'll be watching. I'll be watching for you guys. And then of course they've said Jordyn has left the house. She's no longer in the house with Kylie, and now she's moved. I think she's now staying with Will Smith and Jada because Will Smith is like meant to be her godfather, and that's pretty much how she met Kylie, and they've known each other for a very long time. I'm also wondering if this is the story they want us to go with. Why would someone tear up her bread and butter? It still doesn't make any sense to me, because literally she's on Khloe's Good American Jeans advert. She has some makeup she's doing with Kylie, which has been cancelled. She's also been taken off Khloe's Good American ad. But I'm like, why would someone, like, throw away her means of, not saying that she cannot do well, but it's just not adding. 1 + 1 is just not adding up to 2 for me, and I'm just not buying it. Another thing is, if this is the story they want us to run with, this is the Kardashian family. Literally all of them they've all been in one thing or the other. Let's start with Kylie. Kylie is currently dating, what's his name again? Travis Scott. Travis Scott used to be her best friend, one of her friends' boyfriend, and then they started dating. I guess you get them. How you might lose them later. Who knows? Kylie was also dating Tiger. Tiger was Black China's baby daddy. Now, Black China and the Kardashian girls were best friends, so it was just a whole mess. Eventually, Black China started dating Rob and has a baby for Rob. Anyways. Then moving on to Khloe. Khloe started dating Tristan when he had a baby mama who was pregnant. Apparently, the lady was pregnant. Her name is also Jordyn. Surprise, surprise. Jordyn was pregnant for Tristan, and I think she was about 5-6 months pregnant, and that's why he's called third trimester. Third trimester Tristan. He leaves them. Oh God, I'm not even doing that with you guys. Anyways, so she started dating him when his ex or girlfriend was about 5-6 months pregnant for him, and I think she just kept on posting a lot of pictures, and it was kind of funny, and it wasn't really good. She also did the same thing to Lauren. Not the same situation, but apparently London was also dating someone, and she found out that Khloe started dating him as well. Go back to French Montana. French Montana was dating Trina from Love and Hip Hop Hot Miami. And Trina's like, look, I found out like everybody else. Literally, Trina was living in French Montana's house when she found out that Khloe, her best friend or her friend, was dating French Montana. So literally, it's just their life. So I can understand that, but it's just a whole mess. Moving right along. Rkelly has been bailed out. Yep. Some lady has been able to provide the 100,000 bail. Apparently, he needed 10% of the 1 million bond to get him out. So a week ago, Rkelly submitted himself to the Chicago police, and he had been sitting down there. Apparently, they say he doesn't really have as much money, even though he made a lot of money, but he doesn't really have as much money as, it's claimed he has. So he had to get bailed out. But the lady says she wasn't doing it on her own account, that pretty much she was doing it on behalf of some other people, but we don't know who the people are that have actually bailed him out. But interesting also is the fact that as soon as he got bailed out, he went to a McDonald's. Of course, it's been alleged that he really likes McDonald's. So he went to a McDonald's shop and joint and ate and all of that, like nothing, water rolling off his sleeves. But the thing is, the lawyer for the girls, Michael Avenatti, said that there is a third tape. This is the story that keeps on giving. There is a third tape. Also, one of the things for him to get out of jail also is that he cannot be around 18-year-olds and under. So it's all a mess. If he does go to jail, he'll be looking at up to 70 years, pretty much the rest of his life in jail. I always like to end with a happy story. So let's go on to the Black Oscars. So last weekend was Oscar weekend, and it was So good. We had a lot of people just literally tagged it hashtag Black Oscars, because you know people always complain that it's always, you know, there's no diversity, and this time around they decided to really show us the diversity. This year also the Oscars didn't have a host, and quite frankly I was happy with that because I didn't notice anything. I was like, yeah, everybody kept on going on and just kept on going. They had about 2 or 3 musical performances, and the people that actually gave out their awards, you know, they were cracking their jokes, and so it wasn't like uncomfortable. You know how it can get uncomfortable when you're like, oh, that joke didn't go down well, oh, that he's trying to be too funny and it's not. So anyways, literally after Kevin Hart, you know, stepped down, it was rumored that maybe Whoopi Goldberg might actually be, you know, stepping in, because she hadn't been on The View. She hadn't been on The View for a while, and apparently that wasn't the case. But it was a good show. It was a 3-hour show, and I literally watched everything, so that says a lot. So we had, moving the people that actually won, we had Regina King winning for Best Supporting Actress, and I thought she looked extremely beautiful. The best picture was Green Book, and I haven't seen Green Book, but I will probably watch it. I will, because last year I watched Shape of Water. I don't know what that was about, but I watched it and I was like, okay. So it was more, the more I watched, the less I understood. I was like, okay. Oh, okay. Anyways, so I will watch Green Book. We also had Rami Malek, who also won for Bohemian Rhapsody. I definitely think that is one that everyone should watch. I thought, well, that's just me. Then we saw Spike Lee winning for Black Clan. I think that's a good one. I haven't seen that one yet, but definitely I will watch it. Lady Gaga also won an award for, I think it was something in music as well. Black Panther had 2 awards for Best Costume, and that was Ruth E. Carter. Good for them. And also Best Original Music as well. Music score. So Black Panther had a good night, but yeah, it is what it is. So it was a good night for, oh, Mashallah Ali as well, won for Best Actor in a Supporting Role. So good for him as well. So I guess congratulations are in order to all the winners and all of that. So thanks guys for watching. Be sure to subscribe, be sure to like, be sure to comment down below. Do you guys really think that this thing really happened with Jordyn Woods? Or do you think she knows what she's in for? Should people be attacking her? Is she being bullied? I don't know. What you guys think? I really want to know. Be sure to comment down below too. Thanks.